Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the topic paths of devotion. Students, next you learn the aim. Explain the development of religious reforms in North India. The period after the 13th century saw a new wave of the Bhakti movement in North India. It was during this time that Islam, Hinduism, Sufism, and various schools of Bhakti influenced one another, resulting in the birth of diverse religious communities. Students, next you learn the keywords. Privileges, philosophy. Privileges, philosophy. Students, next you learn the new religious developments of Bhakti movements in North India. After the 13th century, a new form of Bhakti movement emerged in North India. Students, next I am going to tell a story on Sant Kabir and Guru Nanak. So listen carefully, okay? Students, who was Sant Kabir? Kabir, meaning the Great One, was born in 1398 in Benares. There are many stories related to his birth. His mother is said to have been blessed before his birth by the great teacher Ramananda. Others say he was found floating as a baby on a lotus leaf in a tank in Banaras by a Muslim weaver. Throughout his life, Kabir preached and worked as a weaver in Banaras. That were easily understood and are based on examples from daily life. The central teachings in Kabir's ideas appeal to the poor and oppressed. He made no distinction between Hindus and Muslims and preached that one could come near God through bhakti or devotion. Students, next I telling the story on Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikh religion, is considered a great religious reformer. His ideas were based on both Hindu and Islamic thought. Although he was born in a Hindu family, he studied the holy books of both Islam and Hinduism. One of the famous stories about Guru Nanak tells of his rebellious nature at the age of 11. At this age, Hindu boys of his caste would start to wear the sacred thread to distinguish them from others. Guru Nanak believed and preached that there is only one God who is formless or nirkara, and that all human beings have a direct path to God without rituals or priests. He was against the divisions of caste and gender and encouraged the simple system of nam, japna or right worship. Students, finally, the compositions of Baba Guru Nanak, along with some from the teachings of Sant Kabir, are compiled in the Guru Granth Sahib in a new script called Gurumukhi. Students, I asking one question, so listen carefully. Okay, how was the practice of worship of the Bhakti saint different from the traditional way of worship in that period? Okay. Did you know, students? Yes. Bhakti saints had unconventional thoughts and practices. They did not believe that social privileges came from being born into a noble or high caste family. They preached that everyone had equal right to worship God, irrespective of class, caste, and gender. Students, Who are the other Bhakti reformers of North India? Gorakhnath, Swami Ramananda, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Tulasidas, Surdas, Sankaradeva, Mirabai. These are also the other reforms of Bhakti movement in North India. Students, I asking some questions, so listen carefully. Okay. In which part of India did Sant Kabir and Guru Nanak live? Another one question. What was similar in their teachings? Did you know, students? Yes. Sant Kabir lived in Benares and Guru Nanak lived in Punjab, both in the northern part of India. Both preached equality among men. And then next, what was similar in their teachings? Both were influenced by Bhakti ideas and combined the thoughts from Hinduism and Islam in their teachings. Students, I asking one question. Why do you think Sant Kabir did not agree with what was written in the Vedas and the Quran? Can you think about the question, students? Yes, Sant Kabir did not believe in the difficult language, strict beliefs, and complicated rituals mentioned in the Vedas and the Quran. He believed in equality of men. Thank you, students. You are observing the video and complete the worksheet. Okay.